The Norwich Fire Department is calling for a more unified and accountable fire response system over concerns that surfaced after a recent fire response involving Occum. Occum is a volunteer fire company that serves a part of Norwich. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules is in Norwich breaking down what went wrong and why Occum says Tuesday's response does not reflect its overall service.
The Norwich Fire Department says the Occum Fire Department failed to respond due to staffing issues. Occum says the failed response stems from communication issues. A local business owner I spoke with says this level of miscommunication is concerning for everyone in the area.
We're literally gambling with people's lives.
Justin Burrows, the owner of Listel Pizzeria in Norwich, says there should have been a larger response to the accident.
Why weren't other departments mobilized? Why weren't they reached out to?
The Norwich Fire Department Fire Chief Sam Wilson says both they and the Occum Volunteer Fire Department were dispatched to a serious rollover crash on I-395.
Well, Occum did not show up to the call.
He says the city has a dual response to accidents on that stretch of highway. He says at some point the Norwich Fire Department was alerted that there was no response from the Occum Volunteer Fire Department.
The battalion chief managed the scene, took I-395 command, and we worked in conjunction with the Connecticut State Police and American Ambulance to get the patient transported to the area hospital.
He says the lack of response comes from a lack of personnel with the Occum volunteers. Occum Volunteer Fire Department Fire Chief Scott Eggert says the response issues stem from poor communication. He says several Occum members didn't get a notification from the computer aid dispatch until 27 minutes after the initial dispatch. In a statement, Chief Eggert says it was an isolated event that happened from communication delays and dispatch gaps. He says it does not represent a pattern within the Volunteer Fire Department. These issues come 2 months after the Yantic Fire Engine Company was suspended from service following a dispute with the city of Norwich over a new contract agreement. Chief Wilson says the city is aiming to unify its emergency response and establish consistent operational standards.
They don't want to combine into one unified force, and I think that it's to the detriment of the citizens.
Several volunteer fire departments, including Occum and Yantic, have filed a lawsuit against the city over their consolidation efforts. In Norwich, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.